Reading is one of the most important skills a child can learn, and March is Reading Month. So this week on Dateline Schools, we get to learn some of the reading strategies that are being used in area classrooms as we talk with RESA's Learning Arts Consultant, Kathy Tricomo. And Kathy, how important is it today, especially to have good reading skills, not only for our kids, but everyone here in our society?
Terry, I think it is more important than ever before. Everybody talks about all the misinformation that's out there. So I think it's more critical now than ever that everyone in our society has good reading skills. People need to be able to read reputable sources so they aren't victims of misinformation. And I think this will help them make good decisions for their families when it comes to important things like voting, protecting their rights, making financial choices, and making decisions that will keep their families safe. And, I love to read and write. I absolutely love it. And I think during this pandemic, it's become more important to me than ever before because when I wasn't able to go anywhere or do anything, I was still free. I could still go anywhere in a book. And I think if we can let our kids know that they're not stuck inside during a pandemic, they can actually go anywhere. I think that can make a big difference.
Have you
So
found through this whole pandemic time that kids are reading more, or do you think they're kind of reading less because of their forced use of technology today?
I I think that in a lot of cases, kids are reading more. I imagine what life would have been like if this pandemic had happened 20 years ago and we didn't have the types of reading material that we have now. And so many different places offer these things for free. So a lot of educational websites offer these books and games, and our state and county library systems offer books that can be read online that we just didn't have before. So, and I think of, you remember what teachers did the day after we went into quarantine last year? They started putting videos out of themselves where they recorded a read aloud of a book. And I think that that was a way to make connections during a time that was really unsure and give people something to rely on. And I think we are a little bit surprised that the reading scores are a little bit better than what we predicted they might have been at the beginning of this pandemic and when we were so worried about what might happen to kids. And I think that's probably because people feel most comfortable supporting kids at home with reading. They know what to do. They know that reading with them is probably the most important thing that you can do.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Hine.